Hello and welcome to your April 2019 Tarot Scope with me. I am Penny from Tarot Talk with Penny. This month, the new moon on April 5th is in Aries. So this is going to be that fantastic time to finally see the breaks coming up and things start moving and happening for you. Anyone who's been feeling really stuck and stagnant, or like things are just not moving, you should have seen and noticed some things moving forward, maybe gaining some momentum during the last week of March, and here we are into April. And with this new moon right at the beginning of it, April should start off being fairly active for the most part, and increasing as we go through. The full moon, which is on April 19th, is in Libra. And again, last month we had the full moon in Libra, and we have it again this month. And there isn't going to be a full moon this year in the sign of Cancer. So with these two Libra full moons, I really feel like this has been just two pretty significant shifts and changes as far as releasing and restoring balance in whatever area that is for you. It's all individual, depending according to your chart. And so I can, hopefully bring you some clarity as to what that is going to be throughout the month of April. So thank you for joining me. If you are interested in a private reading, you can always email me to set that up at tarottalkwithpenny@gmail.com. Here's your readings for April. Hello, Gemini. This is your tarot scope for the month of April 2019. So for you, the new moon is in your third house. That is the house of communication. Right up your alley, right in alignment. So you should be there should be some new progress or just something new, new way of communicating. Maybe you get a new communication device. I don't really feel like that's it. I feel like it's a new way of communicating. And maybe as a result of some experiences you had during Mercury retrograde in March. Maybe there's been a lot of upheaval with all of that, and, you're growing from that. The full moon for you is in your 9th house. So this is a house of higher learning, spirituality, can be long distance travel, different cultures. So there could be some old belief systems, I feel, that, during this specific cycle, you're going to recognize that are no longer serving you. And, I feel like you'll grow from the experience. I really have this touch or go feeling how you're going to, work through this because, I just feel like, no offense, Geminis, but it's a hit or miss. Either you're going with the flow and your mind is, because, you're really right in that head of yours, willing to expand, evolve that way, or some of you may just be putting on that, that's it, I'm not doing it, it is the way it is, and that's just what makes sense, and that's the way it's going to go. And, everybody has free will and their own individual choice, and we all have them consequences that come with them. All right, so Gemini, this is for you. And I'm doing something else different this time too. I am pulling 3 cards for your new moon and 3 cards for your full moon, so that you can get a little bit more clarity and information. So for you, the new moon in your 3rd house, Gemini, these are your tarot messages. This looks really good. I'm going to tell you, I just said this to you too. I pulled this with your new moon, though. I do want to say that. So there are these new things being planted. New way of thinking. New way of, the maybe new ways of collecting data so that you can process that and put that in this little whatever that you have going on before you make your decisions. But it looks like you're going to be making, even when I feel like you're going to be making different decisions, and not just making different decisions, but different ideas that are, like there's, again, I feel like this is this growth in expanding your mind, and really even reaching into things you may not necessarily be able to make logical sense out of, which I know could be a challenge for you. I want to show you these other cards. There's something you're transforming from. You're letting go of something that is no longer serving you. And this release is going to bring you a victory. This is a victory card. This is recognition as well. With this new moon is activating something. And I feel for you, there's just going to be this new way. Maybe you're pretty hard, no doubt there's a lot of Geminis who are known for being blunt and to the point, and it can come out very harsh and just not be, and it's all a matter of perception. I get that. But sometimes it just comes out very hard or harsh, or however you want to put it. So I just feel like there's going to be something that you've recognized with a way you communicate, a pattern in the way you communicate with this new moon. And maybe you're already recognizing that if I approach it and, communicate in this way versus this way, it's definitely having a much better response. Here's the bottom of the card. This is a fire sign. This can be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This could be a person that you are in communication with. This could just be as well an energy of really being passionate and determined and ready to make them changes. And creativity is a big, huge thing with fire signs as well. So, maybe it's you're just communicating in a different way that seems, you may feel like it's a creative way. Anyhow, let's see what's going on with the full moon for you, Geminis. And again, that's in your 9th house, this higher learning, this, different cultures. It can be long distance travel. All right, let's see. It can be a lot more, but I'm just drawing a blank, so I'm sorry. All right, so let's get these going. And this is for your full moon on April 19th. So I feel, okay, I want to see what the bottom is. So I do feel like for a lot of you Geminis, there's going to be some movement forward. And this movement, I feel, is going to be good for you. I feel like it's going to be just more like I don't want to say soothing, nurturing kind of situation. So I feel like you're moving into something that's more nurturing for you. And I do feel like, again, it looks like this is going to be pretty significant as far as emotions go. And so that's kind of, I'm sure, a little bit out of your comfort zone. I do feel like you're stepping out of your comfort zone this April, especially with this full moon in your 9th house. It does look like you have this 4 of Wands in reverse. And so I feel like there is a situation that is, like maybe you had an expectation of it could be with a job, it could be with a relationship, it could be with a home, something like that, and it's just not coming out the way you had hoped. This could be, some of you maybe are losing a job or changing a job. And it may feel like and I do feel like it's really related to something to do with your home, the family, or job. And with this page of coins, it's like this new information that's going to be coming in for you that's really going to head you in a different direction. Because I do feel like you're kind of being put on your own, on your authentic path, or you're put in alignment, whether it be through divine intervention or your own free will. However, I do feel like when that's going on for you, you're going to recognize that silver lining from this situation not having worked out for you. So that is what I see for you, Geminis, coming up. I just feel like whatever situation may not have manifested in the way you thought it would have, or it could be you have manifested a situation as well that really shook up a lot of things. It shook up quite a bit of things, turned things upside down, and it may not necessarily come out as a negative thing. It could be a very beautiful thing. I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like it's all happening for a greater good. Again, with that higher learning, I really feel like this is just something that you needed to experience to see that. But I really feel like this opportunity, this whatever it is you're going to be dealing with individually for you, Geminis, in the month of April, is really going to show you, like with that Four of Wands upside down, this is something, maybe you have an unbalanced foundation now, and this thing's going to just turn that right upside down. It is coming out in reverse like that, so I don't really see it as, but I feel like it's going to shake up things for you. I feel like it's going to shake up something. And I really feel like it's shaking up something for you as far as that expansion in your mind goes. Being able to see something or experience something that doesn't make a logical sense to you, maybe. So I really do, Gemini. I hope this serves you well. I hope you have a fantastic April. See you back here next month.